Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're diving into a piece of software called Paynex. Now, it was built to solve a massive headache that cost small businesses in India a ton of time and, let's be honest, a lot of stress. It's a fantastic example of how some really smart tech can cut through real-world red tape.
So, let's just start with a big question. For the millions of small and medium-sized businesses in India, the real engine of the economy, what's the single biggest thing holding them back? It's not about a lack of customers, and it's definitely not a lack of ambition. The answer is, well, it's a bit more bureaucratic. And that obstacle? It's the Goods and Services Tax, or GST. Now, this was supposed to simplify everything by replacing a bunch of old taxes. But in reality, it created this huge administrative nightmare for business owners.
And we're not talking about a small inconvenience here. This is a daily struggle. Business owners have to juggle all these different tax rates depending on where they sell. They're literally drowning in paperwork and trying to make sense of error-filled spreadsheets. And then you have all these disconnected systems, one for invoices, another for payments, a third for accounting. The big-time enterprise software, way too expensive. And the cheaper stuff is often just too complicated for someone who's not a tech wizard. It's a total mess. So when you're facing this web of complexity, what's the solution? Well, this is where Paynex comes in. It was designed from the ground up to be an all-in-one toolkit that just cuts right through all that chaos. The secret sauce here is integration. See, Paynex isn't just another invoicing tool. It's a single, cloud-based platform where everything is connected. Invoices, payments, expenses, reports, it all lives in one place. You can get to it from anywhere, and it's designed to be incredibly simple and, importantly, affordable. And I mean, the difference is just night and day. On the left, you've got the old way. Complicated software stuck on one desktop, huge upfront costs, a crazy learning curve, and everything is disconnected. Then on the right, you have the Paynex way. A simple subscription, you can access it from any browser, it's intuitive from the get-go, and it's all one integrated platform. It's a massive shift from clunky to completely streamlined.
But, for a system to be this simple on the outside, it has to be really smart on the inside. So let's take a quick peek at the blueprint to see how it's all put together.
Now, don't let these names throw you off. The idea is actually super simple. Think of it like a business. React.js? That's the beautiful, polished storefront that you, the user, interact with. Node.js is the super efficient back office, zipping around, processing all your requests almost instantly. And MySQL, that's the secure, perfectly organized digital file cabinet where all your super important financial data is kept safe. So how does that all work together? Well, it's like a little four-step dance. First, you create an invoice. Easy enough. Second, a messenger, we call it an API, securely carries your request over to the server. Third, the brain on the server does all the heavy lifting. It calculates the GST, processes the data, and finally, your new invoice gets filed away neatly in the database. It's simple, it's secure, and it is incredibly fast. Okay, so now that we've looked under the hood, let's get to the most important part, the one thing that every single user depends on, creating a perfect, legally compliant invoice. And this right here is the promise at the very heart of Paynex. All that insane complexity we talked about earlier, they've managed to boil it all down to just 4 simple steps. And here they are. Step 1, you pick your customer. Step 2, you add your items. Now step 3, this is where the magic happens. The system automatically calculates the correct GST for you. No more spreadsheets, no more guesswork, it just does it. And step 4, boom, you get an instant professional PDF that you can download or share right away. That's it. Problem solved. So the idea is brilliant, but how does it actually perform in the real world? Okay, let's look at the payoff, the hard data, and the results that really prove this thing works. The proof really starts with pure speed. The average page load time is just 1.8 seconds. For a busy entrepreneur, that speed means less time waiting and more time doing. And it just keeps going. When you click a button, the system reacts in only 320 milliseconds. I mean, that's literally faster than you can blink. It makes the whole experience feel totally seamless. And you can do all this on the move. It scores a 94% on Google's mobile friendliness test. That means you can manage your entire business from your phone just as easily as from your desk. But of all the numbers, this is the one that really matters the most. The people who are actually using it give it a 4.5 out of 5 for ease of use. That's the real win here. All that impressive tech actually translates into a tool that people genuinely love using. And here is the ultimate payoff. All that data gets transformed into a simple, visual dashboard. In a single glance, a business owner can see their revenue, what payments are still pending, and what their expenses look like. This isn't just about showing data. It's about giving them instant financial clarity. So Paynex is already a really powerful tool, but the story definitely doesn't end here. So what does the future hold for financial tools that are built for small and medium businesses?
Well, the platform is always evolving. Soon, it's going to use AI to help predict future revenue, automatically send out payment reminders for you, let customers pay you online right through the invoice, and even manage your inventory. It's really moving from just a billing tool to a complete business command center.
You know, this quote from the project's own research paper just sums it all up perfectly. Paynex proves that you can take modern, powerful technology and use it to build something that's not just comprehensive and user-friendly, but also affordable for the very businesses that need it the most. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. We've just seen how a really well-designed piece of software can take a complex, frustrating national problem and just make it simple. So the real question is, what other tangled global challenges are out there just waiting for their own elegant, user-focused solution?